Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's all about Fragrance Friday and my top picks from my collection for fall 2023. Well, it's that time again, guys. It's pretty much fall. I hate to say it. Summer was pretty hot, pretty intense, but now we're going into fall, one of my favorite times of year with all the leaves changing and just all the different shifts of everything, bringing out the clothes that you had packed away all summer and the shoes and the colors of my makeup's going to change, just all different things I love and look forward to every year. Well, I'm going to tell you guys what's on my lips and what's on my nails because if I don't, you always ask. So I actually have a couple different things to tell you about on my nails. So right now in this video as we speak, I have from Holo Taco two different colors. The base coat is orange and it's Oh My Gourd, followed by Solar Unicorn Skin, and that's the glittery topper, both from Holo Taco. You guys know how much I love them. That's what I'm wearing in this video today, but I say that because when I'm showing you all the different bottles in the B-roll, I'm wearing Holo Taco's pinky swear. So I was on my last day of wearing this before I had to switch over. So there are a couple different colors to share with you guys today. And what's on my lips is a combination. This is a Lise Wotche, a blushing pink color, I think they called it. Unfortunately, it's already been discontinued. This was just for the holiday season of 2022. It's got the glittery stick, but that's the color there that I have all over my lips. And then I have from Gwen Stefani, the color Sweet Tooth lip gloss right here. I have those two both on my lips. Okay, so fall is one of my favorite times of year, especially for fragrance. I love 3 out of 4 seasons for fragrance, typically. I'm not very into spring fragrances. The only house that really gets me through spring is probably Marc Jacobs. They're the only ones that I can handle the freshies and things like that, slight florals and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to gourmand, fall and winter are my absolute favorite. So I've got a selection of fragrances here I want to share with you from my collection that I believe to be my top favorites from my collection for the fall months. So we're starting to get cooler, a little more crisp. We're still having some really nice days in September. Moving on to October, and here on Vancouver Island, we start to see a little bit more rain towards the end of October. All right, so apologies for me mispronouncing this. Now I am looking up scent notes, main accords, all that from Fragrantica. So I'm reading the name right now because I'm not good with words. La Danza del Libellule Nobile 1942. I'm so sorry. This is a recent acquirement. Now, this is a tester, or was a tester, still is a tester, with a lid, which was really important to me. I really wanted the lid. It kind of keeps things closed. Fragrance doesn't leak out. I found this on fragrancebuy.ca. I am not attached to them. They don't have any clue who I am. But the majority of my fragrances, especially niche, I do buy from them. When they're on some sort of discount, I always put myself down to be notified if there's a scent that I'm looking for, like I was with this, that wasn't available, but they told you to, hey, send your email, we'll notify you when it's in. And I did that, and I waited about 3 months, but it came back in, and I'm so excited because my friend Emmy, she's the one who told me all about this one. And she sent me a sample many, many moons ago when I was still living in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I absolutely love this. And this is perfect for fall. So let's go check out the main accords on Fragrantica. Main accords for La Danza del Libellule Nobile 1942 read vanilla, fruity, sweet, cinnamon, powdery, warm spicy, coconut, fresh, musky, and citrus. Top notes are red apple and bergamot. Mid notes are cinnamon and cedar. Base notes are vanilla, coconut, and musk. I love all of that. Give it to me, please, if you don't mind, Sorry, I sprayed it in the air by accident. Oh, this is so sweet and rich, and our Thanksgiving in Canada is October. This would be a perfect fragrance to wear for Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, if you are a foodie like me, or if you just love to smell gourmand, or you want yourself to smell like a snack, caramel apple all the way, slight cinnamon in that caramel. Oh, I don't necessarily get the coconut, but man, do I ever get the apple, caramelly, cinnamon. Almost, it's in my mind, I almost get that baked note, but there is no baked note, but I really love this, and I've been waiting, just waiting for fall. So to a lesser expensive purchase, and one that, again, you can find on the gray market or just regularly finding it in Canada, the Bay. Sometimes at Shoppers Drug Mart, you might be able to find this. So this is only one of two that I kept from this house, and I had quite a few at one time. This is from the Viva La Juicy Couture Gold. This is the gold version. It's absolutely stunning. The bottle's a little juvenile, I know, but this I love wearing in the evenings and towards the end of fall, getting into the winter in the evenings. You're cozying up, the fire's on, all that fun stuff. Because where I live, I'm in Canada, it's cold. This is absolutely awesome. So let's go check out the main accords. Main accords for Viva La Juicy Gold Couture by Juicy Couture are caramel, vanilla, sweet, fruity, white floral, woody, powdery, amber, and balsamic. Top notes are wild berries, gardenia, lily of the valley. Mid notes are honeysuckle, jasmine, sambac, and vanilla orchid. Base notes are caramel, vanilla, sandalwood, and praline. What's not to love about this? It's not the top or the mid notes that I love the most about this. Like I've already mentioned before, I'm not into a lot of florals, but I love anything with caramel and just yumminess. Oh, this is so good. My husband enjoys me wearing this, and so sometimes I might switch this out. Right now, I have a couple different fragrances to wear to bed, but I think in the end of fall, going into winter, I might switch it out with this one here, because I think that would be an awesome addition to my tray that I have for my evenings for bedtime. So this is just a beautiful scent. You get the musk, you get the warmth, you get the vanilla, you get the caramel. It's just really, really good. Again, if you're a gourmand lover like myself, you're going to absolutely love this one. That's why it's one of my top picks from my collection for fall. Next up, I have something that I did a swap with someone back in Nova Scotia when I was living there. And I was very happy and excited to get this. I got it for a really great price. Like we swapped basically. It was a really good swap in my opinion. This is Velvet Teddy by MAC. And this is part of what they call it, the shade scent. So they took their Velvet Teddy lip color and they kind of created a scent for it, if you will. This is really, really nice. There's still one fragrance that it's not part of the color one that I missed so much. It was a shiny gold cap. It was my absolute favorite, but they don't make it anymore. Like, it's gone. Why do they get rid of such great things and never bring them back? Like, come on. Anyway, let's go check out Fragrantica on the main accords for this one. Main accords for Velvet Teddy by MAC are honey, sweet, white floral, floral, warm spicy, vanilla, green, powdery, amber, musky. Top notes are tobacco blossom, ginger, and bergamot. Mid notes are honey, vanilla orchid, mimosa, and base notes are tonka bean, musk, and papyrus. This is a lovely scent. I don't gravitate to it as much as I think I'm going to this. Like I haven't in the last year and a bit. Now I'll say this, fall of 2022, I didn't get to wear any of my fragrances because I had everything was in boxes still. We moved back, but everything had to get moved out of the house for renovations. And so I wasn't able to really pull out my fall scents. This is really nice. What surprises me is I'm not a honey lover in fragrance, but it definitely is the first thing I smell when I spray this. And I do enjoy it. So it must be something in this that I really enjoy. Like I'm looking here and going mimosa, tonka bean, musk, ginger, bergamot. I don't get tobacco blossom, but there is a floral note to this, but primarily this is honey and it warms up again. My skin will just warm everything up. That's just how it does. So this is why I would probably wear this more the early fall. So early September, most of September, and probably move on to something else for the months of October onward. But this is really great, you guys. To a fragrance that I have talked ad nauseum about. I'm sure most of you guys are just like, okay, enough. Between this and I think probably at least one other one. This is my absolute favorite fall scent. It reminds me of my hometown of Oliver, British Columbia. And it's when I was growing up, it was mostly orchards, i.e. it was like treed fruits, like apples and all that. But it did change towards the end of me. Before I left, I moved out in 1997. And it was where the wine kind of took over. So that's where I get this inspiration. It reminds me of home for what homes reminds me of now. And this is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Too. I have talked about this many, many times on my channel. It does remind me of the South Okanagan in the fall, the oak barrelness of where wine is kept, like when you're storing wine before you're ready to pour, aging it. So let's go check out the main accords and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about this one because it is one of my favorites. The main accords for Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Too are fruity, sweet, amber, rose, warm spicy, violet, fresh, floral, coffee, and vanilla. Top notes are blackberry, red berries, pear, freesia. Mid notes are red rose, coffee, and violet. Base notes are tonka bean, patchouli, ambergris, and amber wood. So as I mentioned, you guys, I absolutely love this one. So it reminds me of a berry kind of, not wine, because for me it's grapes, of course, but I'm not a treed fruit wine fanatic, but it has that essence of the oak barrel where wine is stored before it's ready to, be poured. Oh, so good, you guys. And like, I love this one so much. It's discontinued now, but you can still find it on the gray market. I was actually able to go to fragrancebuy.ca, put myself on a wait list, and I bought another 50 ml bottle, just the same size as this. It also comes in a 100 ml as well, but I'm just looking here. Yeah, 50 ml. So they do sell 100 ml, but I was like, no, this one, and I'm about here, which I know is not that deep, but I am planning on going home this fall, and this will be the fragrance I wear. And I'm so excited I get to use this in my hometown because, again, last fall when we did go out to my hometown, this was all in a box, so I wasn't able to use it. I just get really nice berries. I get the oak barrel-ness to it, and therefore, because of that, my mind says also like a wine, a red, deep red wine. And I love it because it reminds me of the Okanagan Valley. And so that is why I selected this as one of those top fragrances for fall. Now, you guys know how much of a Lush fanatic I am. I have like the Lush Kitchen exclusive unboxing every month. I just really love Lush. So it probably comes to no surprise that I'm going to put Lord of Misrule by Lush in this category. It is simply spectacular. I fell in love with Lord of Misrule first originally with a bath bomb. Not all of their products that are scented of Lord of Misrule I enjoy. I did not enjoy their shower cream. I felt like it wasn't the same as the bath bomb, but this here smells like the bath bomb. So let's go check out the main accords on Fragrantica. Main accords for Lord of Misrule by Lush are patchouli, vanilla, warm spicy, fresh spicy, woody, balsamic, earthy, and powdery. Fragrance notes are patchouli, vanilla, and black pepper. Very, very simple, guys. I don't think the hard thing about Lush is it's like kind of a hit and miss. They're a hard fragrance company. Like, you really need to go in and put your nose on a fragrance before you commit to a bottle, in my opinion, because I feel like some of the things with the notes I should love, but I don't when I go and smell them. So this one, oh, the pepper, the patchouli, the vanilla. This is an essence of Halloween. This is what I want to smell like on Halloween. This is so good. There's just that spiciness about it. It's unisex, so men and women both can wear this. That vanilla just sort of rounds out the pepper and the patchouli. But this is an absolute stunner of a fragrance. And obviously, they bring it back every year. Lord of Misrule has not left their Halloween or holiday season collection for many, many years. But like I said, their bath bombs and this smell the same, but the shower cream, I don't like the shower cream. It did not smell the same. I love this one, and this will last you forever. This has a extremely strong throw sillage. This is very strong. As you can see, there's a lot of vanilla in there too, based on its color. I love it. I don't need to spray very much. And I want to smell like this in the fall, like the heart of fall, like people are burning outside because we're allowed to now because there's no ban, and like trick-or-treaters are going to go by soon. And, I love it. So towards the end of October, yes. Okay, so I have something a little interesting, I guess I could say. Things are rolling around. We'll get to those in a few moments. I was actually gifted by my friend Julie back in Quebec, so thank you so much, Julie. Torrid Day by Okcha, and this is supposed to be, this company does like spin-offs or recreates very expensive fragrances from different fragrance houses and bottles them up and sells them. I think it's like $40 Canadian. I'm not sure exactly, but it's an extrait de parfum, very strong. She gifted this to me because I was talking to her. I'm like, I always wanted to try Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, but it's so expensive, and it's, and I wasn't quite into the Facebook pages at the time for decants, but she gave this to me and it's beautiful. And then I decided to go and get a decant of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille from Spicy Looks here on YouTube. I'll put her channel right down below. I bought this travel spray from her because I really wanted to try it, and I really do enjoy it. So let's go check out the main accords. Main accords for Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford read: vanilla, sweet, tobacco, warm, spicy, fruity, cacao, woody, and powdery. Top notes are tobacco leaf, spicy notes. Mid notes are vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, and tobacco blossom. Base notes are dried fruits and woody notes. So those are the notes for the Tom Ford. Now, Fragrantica doesn't have the Torrid Day, or at least when I was looking at it. So I'm going to spray the Torrid Day over here. They are very, very, very similar. I really do enjoy. Ooh, and that juice has got some color to it, but I think so does the original too. So we're going to do that as well. All right, so I most certainly get this one here from the Torrid Day is a little more smoky. This one would definitely be more like towards the end of October, again, because of like burning leaves and, you know, people are trying to get rid of some of their like clippings and things like that in their yards. It reminds me of home in the fall for sure, the deep fall. So that's really, really lovely. But the Tom Ford version is really, really nice. This is where I get more of the dried fruits and things, a little more sophistication. And that's why I really think I'm going to save up and get a full bottle. Maybe not the big bottle because that's really expensive, but a smaller bottle of this once I've used it up. But this is truly something I would only wear in the colder months. It's those dried fruits and the tobacco and the spices. It's beautiful. Although I do love Torrid Day, and I've already decided that this is going to be on my tray to wear to work in the fall. The Tobacco Vanille, I think I am going to say that the Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford is definitely worth buying a full bottle, like a small one. But I mean, again, if you can afford $40, then great. This one's a lot more, and I'm glad I was able to get a decant from Spicy Looks from Nisha. Again, but you have to be a part of those like Facebook pages and things like that and seeing what people have to offer. So anyway, I love them both. This is going to be something I pull out for wearing to work. This one's going to be a special occasion. All right, you guys, I got 4 more fragrances to go, and I've got 3 in travel size. So let's start with this one. This one is by Replica, and it's in the scent By the Fireplace. Classic. Everybody talks about it. I'm not bringing anything new to the table here. This is a classic unisex fragrance that a lot of people love for the fall. So let's go check out the main accords from Fragrantica. Main accords for By the Fireplace by Maison Martin Margiela read woody, vanilla, balsamic, warm, spicy, amber, powdery, nutty, and musky. Top notes are cloves, pink pepper, and orange blossom. Mid notes are chestnuts, guaiac wood, and juniper. And base notes are vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmeran. This is great. This is one I'm glad I have a travel spray of though. I love it. But I want to try to get a travel spray of Jazz Club. I think that's the Jazz Club by the same Replica brand that I would like to try because it's a little more boozy. I think if they had thrown a little bit more, like thrown some booze into this has been like perfect for me. This is a bit smoky. I love it though. And why it's in this particular lineup for my favorites for fall is because for about a week in fall, I will go hard on this. Like that's probably a week's worth of spraying. And it does last actually quite a long time on me, so the longevity is decent. And so I will go hard with this. And so I will probably repurchase a travel size version, but I don't know if I would go into like a full bottle of from this one here. But I'd also like to try Jazz Club. This is beautiful. It's definitely still got the alcohol burning off on this, but I get the guaiac wood. I get the smokiness. Yeah, I do like that. There's something about, like, I also love Bath & Body Works By the Fireplace. It's just that hint of smoke and like vanilla and all of that fun stuff that we all love. I don't get the balsam, but maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm walking in the woods and we've cut down a tree because we're allowed, and we brought it home, we chopped it up, and we put it in the fireplace. And I think that's probably where I'm getting it. Like, there is some balsam to it. There's definitely vanilla, some smokiness to it. The pink pepper probably does that too. I really, really enjoy this. But again, I kind of use it for like a week hard, and then I'm done for like the year. I don't necessarily reach out for this a lot because there's something about it that I love, but only for a short period of time. And then I'm like, okay, time to move on. So anyway, By the Fireplace, it's a classic. So next up, I have actually 2 travel size. Both of them are from Killian or by Killian. So let's start with this one here, an Angel's Share. I love this one. So before I get any go any further here, I will check out the main accords. Main accords for Angel's Share by Killian read woody, warm, spicy, sweet, vanilla, cinnamon, amber, and powdery. Top notes are cognac, mid notes are cinnamon, tonka bean, and oak. Base notes are praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. Right up my alley. Give me cognac, give me booze, give me vanilla, give me all that stuff. I am 100% for it. I just bought this one, and the next one we're going to talk about, one other Killian in this travel size, Sephora VIB, a year ago, I think. This is so good, you guys. Going to a lounge, put this on, or just wear it all the time. It smells so good. This is full bottle worthy for me. I wanted to make sure, because they're, again, very expensive in my opinion. So I wanted to buy the travel size, which already is expensive, to make sure that I really enjoyed it. It's sweet. It's got some cinnamon in it. Vanilla, cognac. They've definitely got like the pralines or something sweet in there. I think what I also love about this too is sandalwood. I never thought I was a huge sandalwood fan, and I'm realizing that is, if sandalwood's in a base note of a fragrance, I'm all in. It's super sexy. And that's part of what will last on me, or like the pralines, the tonka bean, or the vanilla, and sandalwood and that kind of thing. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Highly recommend. Just try the travel size if you don't want to, binge on the full bottle. I totally understand. Again, this one is Angel Share. All right, the next one we have is Apple Brandy. So this one I haven't used as much as Angel Share. I still really enjoy it, but let's go check out the main accords. Main accords for Apple Brandy by Killian read fruity, woody, warm, spicy, fresh, rum, sweet, amber, green, vanilla, and aromatic. Top notes are cardamom and bergamot. Mid notes are apple, rum, brandy, pineapple, vanilla, and moss. Base notes are ambroxan and cedar. There's double the booze in this one. I think I gravitated to the other one more because of it's a little more sweet. This one is a little bit more pep in your step, a little more lively. They're both unisex, but I feel like this one leans a little bit more masculine. There's a slight soapy smell to me, and that's what I get in my nose. I'm looking at the scent notes right here. I'm not sure if that's the ambroxan or moss, but I love it. Cardamom is one of my top favorite scent notes. So when it's in this, as well as rum and brandy, yeah. This is like an early fall for me because it still has a brightness. And I think that bergamot is what gives the brightness to this one. So I do really enjoy this one. I'm planning on wearing this towards the beginning of September, and definitely putting a good hard dent into this. I don't know if this is a full bottle worthy, but if I went through this particular travel size, I would likely purchase another one as well in the future. It's great, you guys. And last but certainly not least, probably the most expensive fragrance I have in my collection. This is from Maison Kurkdjian in the scent Gentle Fluidity Gold. I also named this as being a really great wedding scent for the fall as well, and that's why it's also here. I really enjoy this fragrance for its longevity, its warmth, its sexiness, its sillage. There's really a lot to be said about sometimes purchasing a higher end fragrance, and as long as you get what you pay for, hopefully that's not always the case, but in this case you definitely do. So let's go check out those main accords. Main accords for Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Kurkdjian are vanilla, powdery, amber, woody, fresh spicy, aromatic, musky, sweet, and soft spicy. Fragrance notes are vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes, juniper berries, nutmeg, and coriander. So again, I've also done a video, which I think came up before this, on my mix bar fragrances. So I'll try and remember to pop that above because I do have a dupe for this. So although this is very expensive, I have something from Mix Bar that you can get at US Targets, about a 95% dupe of this. And the longevity is pretty much almost on par, very close to being on par. I love this one, you guys. This is my, I want to, if I'm going somewhere fancy, or if I'm having not that I do this, but having a shopping day and I'm going out for lunch with friends, this is what I'll wear because this is a head turner. The sillage I get from this, i.e. the trail when I leave a room, some people will just it smells so amazing. And again, my body will warm this up to be more of the sweeter notes in this. And again, if you can't afford this one, do it. Check out my Mix Bar video that I have already popped up on the screen here, because there is a $26 US version of this. no joke. And even the scent notes are really similar. And I had never really heard anyone talking about it. So it's definitely something to check out. Oh, one of my favorite perfumes in my entire collection, but I love this one for fall especially. All right, you guys, that was everything we have. We had a lot to say. We had a lot of fragrances here to show you. So let me know, what are some of your top favorite fragrances for the fall months? And I consider fall like September, October, November. That's kind of for me in the quarterly manner. So anyway, let me know what your favorites are. I would love to know, because I need to know if I need to get these, I need to know if I need to add these to my collection. So with that being said, as always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.